Hello and welcome to Friday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we've got something very, very strange and special for you today. This puzzle on the screen is called Pairdoku Killer. It's by Riffclown. And why is it called Pairdoku Killer? Because you have to solve this with a friend. So I need to find a friend who can do the pair of this puzzle, which apparently is an arrow fog of war Sudoku. I don't know where I'm going to find such a friend. Mark? Mark, can you hear me?
Hello? I can hear you. I'm here. I'll help.
So this is a very rare thing. We're going to be solving, I hopefully, if the editing works, you'll be able to see both puzzles. We cannot see each other's puzzle. And I think the idea is that the puzzles have the same solution, but we obviously I'm seeing killer clues in mine. Mark's going to be seeing arrow clues, I think. Mark, is that right?
I've got some arrows already revealed.
Right, okay. And so we're going to have to tell each other what we're seeing in order to reach a conclusion, a successful conclusion to this puzzle, which sounds absolutely batty. But that's what we're going to do. And it's Fog of War, one of my favourite kinds of the new Sudoku variants. And these are the puzzles, of course, where you have to work on the white cells only and logically deduce things about them. And if you place a correct digit somewhere in the white cells, it will reveal some of the fog. So you get the puzzle sort of reveals itself to you gradually. And that brings me on to a new topic. I've got some things to tell you about today. In fact, I'm going to start with yesterday's video, where I caused the most almighty kerfuffle by not using the colour green for my hedges. And this was summed up rather beautifully by Orinotta, who does a limerick every day in our comments, and this was it was particularly apposite. There once was a man who was keen, whose garden was quite a strange scene. So neighbours would say, for his bushes were grey, and all of his walkways were green. Very good, Orinotta, as usual. I like that. And I'm sorry, I will give you a brief explanation as to why I don't make hedges green. It's because when I solve normally, I think of hedges as walls. And when I do walls in solving, I like those to be grey and not green. So that was my logic, and I apologise to those of you I chromatically offended. In other news, actually I'm going to show you something that will not chromatically offend you in a moment, but I'll just mention that we did a Times crossword video earlier, our usual Friday masterclass. That's definitely worth checking out if you want to improve your cryptic crossword solving. But next I'm going to talk to you about something this is perhaps the most beautiful thing I've ever seen on the channel. Now let me do this justice. Apart from Mark, thank you Mark, yes, apart from you, this is a map of the realm of cracking the cryptic that has been made by one of our viewers. So it's I think it's Karin Hoyer, I want to say. I hope I'm saying your name. It might be Karin, as I'm not sure, but I think Karin. And I am just blown away by this. And what I'm going to try and do is to show you some of the... It looks like something out of Tolkien. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you zoom in, honestly, you lose your mind about some of this stuff. It is unbelievable. There's the fluorescent green forest. I hope you can see some of this. There's the do not cheat fog of war. How opposite. There's cooking with gas, the cooking with glass plane, the pencil mark river. I mean, the swordfish. There's a swordfish in the sea. These ships. And the land of Three in the Corner Island. I mean, this chocolate teapot desert. I can't quite scroll it down. I can. Look, I can move this down. Absolutely nowhere exists on this map in the top of the grid. The Little Killer range of mountains. The Philomeno Islands. I mean, every choice that Karin has made. There's a tree here with the numbers 1 to 9 on it. It is absolutely beautiful. I only spotted this, by the way, because Karin put it on Instagram and tagged us there. And thank you so much for making this, Karin. It is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen on a computer screen. I am blown away by it. Absolutely blown away. It's yeah, I don't know if I can get a copy of it somehow, but I would hang it on my wall in my dining room with a great deal of pride. Yeah, so I wanted to show you that, and just, yeah, it makes you lose your mind. Now, just a couple of birthdays to do today. Luyo, I think it's Luyo. It could be Lujo, and I think it's Luyo though. I know it's your birthday today because your girlfriend Margareta wrote to us, and I think Luyo, you've got a twin brother Mavro, whose birthday it is as well. Well, I know you might be getting chocolate cake because Margareta said that might be the case, and you're doing a PhD in physics at Cambridge University. You're in your first year. Brings back memories, my friend. Brings back memories. I never did a PhD there. I did do a master's as well as my undergraduate degree, and yeah, they were fine times, and I hope you are enjoying it. Clearly a very smart guy, PhD in physics indeed, and I hope you have an absolutely brilliant birthday. And one more birthday as well. Miles, it's your birthday today, and you're turning 25, and I know this because your girlfriend Ray wrote to us. And I happen to know that you watch Cracking the Cryptic every night. I will tell you, Ray sent us a picture of you watching Cracking the Cryptic from a recent evening as well. So I know it's true. And I wish you all the best and many happy returns, of course. And I think that's all the news. Well, over on Patreon, we've got the Cracking the Cryptic hunt. But we've mentioned that a lot recently. Do check it out if you haven't had a look at it. But now I think we're going to do some solving, are we, Mark? Still there, Mark? Cool. Okay, so what do? I read the rules of mine, and then you read the rules of yours. All right. So it says must be. So it's by Riffclown. Who else? Maybe only Chameleon is coming up with these sort of innovations of this nature. Must be solved with Pairdoku arrows. So that's the puzzle Mark's got. Normal killer cages rules apply. So what that means is in these cages. These 3 digits here have to sum to 6, and they can't have repeated digits in them. So you couldn't do this. I'm not going to put big digits in because in case I get a digit right by accident and it reveals the fog. But that sort of pattern wouldn't be allowed because we'd have repeated 1 in the cage, and that's not going to work. It says normal fog of war rules apply. So that means if we place correct digits around the fog, it'll reveal the fog. And it says use of the drawing tool is discouraged. I don't know why. Oh, I suppose because that might be because if Mark tells me where the arrows are, I would have an advantage or something. I don't know. And all other conversation is encouraged. So this is a puzzle that will get you chatting to your mates, and that sounds like quite a cool thing, doesn't it? The sociability of Sudoku. So Mark, what are the rules of your puzzle?
I have exactly the same rules, apart from instead of your killer rule, I have normal arrow rules apply, which means that digits along an arrow add up to the number in the attached circle, and digits along an arrow can repeat if allowed by other rules, I guess.
Okay. And have you got an easy start?
I've got a 3x3 area that starts in row 2, column 2, revealed. And do I have an easy start? No, not that I can see.
Okay. I think I may be able to help.
Well, that's a relief, because if you don't, you're really struggling.
Okay, so I have a 7 cage that's in that 3x3 as well. Mm-hmm. It's sort of in the top left corner. So that's 1, 2, and 4, obviously. And there's a 6 cage sort of nestled within the middle of that cage. So row 3, column 3.
Yeah.
Well, the 6 cage has to be a 1, 2, 3 triple, and so row 3, column 3 is a 3.
That clears no fog at all.
And it doesn't clear.
It doesn't
any fog,
tell me
no.
anything. So I hope you've got more than that, frankly.
Okay, all right. And now I'm going to have to think.
That 3 is on an arrow for me. So if you know anything about row 2, column 2, or row 4, column 4, I'm all ears.
Okay, row 2, column 2 is a 1, 2, or a 4.
Okay, good. Then it's a 4.
Why?
Because it's in the circle of my...
Do I have to know that?
It's in the circle of my 3 arrow.
Oh, I see. So does that mean row 4, column 4 is a 1?
It is a straight arrow. You're exactly right. Yeah.
Aha. All right, let me just...
Now I'm getting a lot of arrow. I've got a funky spider-shaped arrow turning up.
Okay, I got nothing from the 4
really?
I put in. and very little from the 1. Hang on, but now I can. That's now 1. That's
I've got something here. This is good.
I'm glad because I haven't.
Have you not got much? I mean, remember the viewers can see both of these, and we can't.
I mean, I have revealed the start of a 10 cage in row 5, column 5, but I can't see how long the 10 cage
I'm away because I've got an arrow that is occupying 3 cells in box 5 that are not the 1, and it has a
so 2, 3, 4 then,
and its single circle is in row 3, column 5, so that's a 9.
That's going to reveal some things. Oh no, that's not right.
That's not right. Row 3.
Row 3, column 5. No, that is sorry. I put it in row 4, column 5.
Okay, we're going to have to get used to this cell naming nomenclature.
Yeah. Okay, so where does the arrow go from?
Well, there are 3 arrows from that 9, and the one that has the 2, 3, 4 goes into row 4, column 5, row 5, column 5, and row 6, column 6. That's a 2, 3, 4 set. So
okay.
There's also an arrow going into row 4, column 6, which has to be an
arrow going
5, 6, 7, or 8. That's from the 9. And that carries on into row, I don't know what to call this, row 5, column 7, which is therefore 1, 2, 3, or 4. That's probably not going to help you much.
Okie dokie.
I haven't got a lot else to go on unless I can figure out something from a totally different circle and arrows that I've got.
Okay. So I can see that 9 is a bit 9 is a bit restricted in box 5 now because of this.
Okay. There's only 2 cells I've got in box 5 that could be a 9. Oh no, hang on. I've got an arrow. No, there's only 1 cell in box 5 that can be a 9. I've only just noticed an arrow going into row 6, column 4. So I think the 9 has to be in row 5, column 6. Oh, that's wrong.
That's not right. That can't be right. Because I've got it.
I could have a 1 cell arrow. I'm sorry. Okay, that was very poor logic. Okay, I have 2 cells in box 5 that can be a 9, and they are row 5, column 6, and row 6, column 4.
That's great because
I'd forgotten.
So
I'd forgotten about 1 cell
column
arrows.
4.
By the way, sorry everybody.
Okay.
No, definitely not row 5,
but
column 4. I've got a 2 cell arrow hitting that.
Okay, well I can tell you then that row 6, column 4 is the 9,
well,
and that is because in my puzzle I have a 10 cage going into row 5, column 6.
Okay.
That definitely cannot be a 9-1 cage.
Excellent.
So
right.
Let's
I've got a circle.
Oh,
I've got another 9 in row 5, column 3 now. That's clear.
Another 9 in row 5, column 3,
That's
and that's
the
just
circle of that arrow that was coming into that 9 in box 5.
Okay, I have got a 3 in row 7, column 4. That's just a 12 cage.
Oh,
That's literally done.
Lovely. Okay. That's. Ooh. Then I've got either 7 or 8 in row 6, column 5.
7 or 8 in row 6, column 5.
I've got because there's a circle there with an arrow that takes the 2 cells below it and row 8, column 4. So they are either 1, 2, 4 or...
Oh, I've got a... Well, there's a 3... okay, so there's... Or 1, 2, 5.
Yeah.
So they have a 2 on them, do they?
They've got a 1, and it's not obviously in column 4. They have to have a... No, they don't have to have... Yes, they do have to have a 2. You're quite right. You're quite right.
Yeah. So it's 1, 2, 4 or 1, 2, 5, but definitely 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And the 1 is... so the 1 in box 2 is in one of 2 places by SUDOKU.
Correct.
Now in my grid. Does that sound right? Okay. And... Okay.
Okay. I've got another arrow coming from the 9 in row 5, which is going to be putting either 5 or 7 in row 5, column 4, and either 2 or 4 in row 4, column 3.
Row 4, column 3. Row 4, column 3?
Yeah, that's either 2 or 4.
That's a 2.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. It can't be a 4 for you.
No, it's in a 6
Oh,
cage.
lovely. Okay, so that's a 2. The row 5, column 4 is definitely a 7 then. And that means that row 6,
huge,
column 5 is an 8.
Yeah.
And do you remember my
my
arrow under the 8 is now a 1, 2, 5 set?
Ah, yes. Okay, I remember what you said there. So let me just do my pencil marks. Pencil mark.
You're actually talking to pencil mark as you pencil mark.
Okay, so now it looks to me like we've got something quite interesting going on in this 10 cage here.
Which I can't see.
I think you can't see, but I think it's going to have a 5 in it in row 5, column 6. Because I've got a 10 cage that sort of occupies row 5, column 5, row 5, column 6, and row 6, column 6. And it seems to me that that's got to have a 5 in it, because 6 1 3 doesn't work.
Okay, then the cell above that 5 has to be a 6.
4. So you,
by Sudoku.
yes, I agree. Yeah, by Sudoku.
Ah, and I've got okay. The arrow that 6 is on from a 9 has extended to 2 cells, which must be a 1, 2 pair, and they are row 7, column 5, and row. No. Don't listen to me. Row 5, column 7, and row 6, column 8 are a 1, 2 pair.
And row 6, column 8. Okay, well that's quite interesting, because I can tell you that row 4, column 7 is 8 or 9 now.
Okay, that does nothing for me.
No, it doesn't do anything, but that digit and the one beneath it add up to 10 in my puzzle.
I see. I've just got an absolutely blatant 8 in row 7, column 6 that I hadn't been looking at.
Row 7, column 6. A blatant 8. Yeah. That's going to be huge in my grid.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah, okay. So now row 7, column 7 and row 8, column 7 are a 1, 3 pair that's resolved.
Yes, okay. Oh, that's clearing.
A 2, 8.
That fixes the 2, 1 on the arrow. Yeah. Oh, and you said it was an 8. Yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's done quite a lot. Did you get the one in box 8 from that?
I didn't spot it, but it is available. Yeah.
So the middle box is done, I think.
Oh, hang on. Wait for me to catch up. How have you done anything with 3 and 4 in the middle?
Because there's a 10 cage there. See where the 5 is?
Oh, you were saying it's a horizontal 10 cage, is it?
No. It's a row 5, column 5 and row 6, column 6 are a 2, 3 pair with that 5.
So that's now row resolved. 6, column 6 is a 3 now.
It's a 2 in my grid.
Okay, then I'm not understanding what you said. It was so the cage includes row 5, column 5, doesn't it? Oh,
yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. I nearly filled it in wrong here. Right, I'm going to do some Sudoku now.
No. Is this Sudoku? Is this Sudoku that I'm exempt from?
Yeah. Well, you can just believe me. How about that?
That's the kind of Sudoku
so
I like.
So there's a 1, 8 pair at the beginning of row 5 and a 4, 6 pair at the end.
Hang on. There's a 1, 8 pair at the beginning of row 5. Okay, and a 4,
6 pair at the end.
Very nice. Okay, I can tell you there's a 1, 3 pair in box 7. Have you got that?
No, not at all. Yes, I have got it. Yes, that's fine. But it's all in the fog.
It's in the fog, but it might give a 3 in the corner. Well, they might have to have a chorused version.
Oh my goodness! Harmonies, please.
Okay. I'm a bit worried now though, because I'm not unless this is Sudoku, I can't immediately see.
Okay, I might have something. I just need to think about it. Row 5 and 6, column 9 are on an arrow.
row 5 and 6, column 9.
Yes,
did
they're
you
on
say?
an arrow that goes up into the fog, and I'm trying to work out whether row 4, column 9 has to be its circle. It does. It clearly does. Sorry, that's very obvious now I think about it. And that circle can't be 6 or 8. It could be 7 or 9. And row 6, column 9 can be 3 or 5. That's very annoying. I can't quite see how to resolve that.
Okay.
I've got also some arrows in column 2 going out from the 9.
In column 2, I haven't got the 9 in.
Yeah, I've got a 9. No, I haven't got the 9 in column 2. That's an interesting point. It's either in row 8 or row 1. I don't know the answer to that. But I've got from the 9 in row 5, column 3. I've got 2 arrows, one of which covers row 3 and 4, column 2, and one of which...
Oh, hang on. Row 3 and 4, column 2,
yes.
that comes out from the 9.
Yeah.
Well, that's a 7 in row 4, column 2. Have you got the 2 in row 3, column 2?
Yeah. No. No, I haven't. I don't know about that. Is that from one of your cages? Oh,
yes.
That's big. Okay, then it's got a 7 below it. Yeah.
And that's a 9 on the right.
Ah, yes, it is a 9 on the right. Oh, but it's still got two ways of forming its thingy.
Yeah, and it revealed
right.
nothing.
I've got a
to me
1 now in row 5, column 1.
A 1?
Yeah.
Oh, that's useful.
And a 4.
Oh, that's... yes, that's going to do it.
4 beneath
That's what we
it.
were after. Okay, 4 beneath it, but that's not the exciting thing. Because... That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight.
Losing its
Proving its position.
Excellent.
Okay.
Let's end the singing instantly.
Yeah.
Right, I've got a 6 in row 7, column 2 for you.
Ah, that's going to be helpful. Row 7, column 2 is a 6. I should just put it in. Okay, so the two cells, row 7, column 3 and row 8, column 3, add up to 12. And they are... I don't know
5,
what they
7,
are.
or
I thought
4,
I was...
8. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I've finished all of boxes
which...
4, 5 and 6 completely, in case you need any help with those. I've got lots of arrows.
Oh, okay. I haven't... I see I can get the 6, actually. 3 and 5. Is that resolved? Yes, it is. 3, 5. So 5... So 5, 4 on the arrow.
On the right-hand arrow?
Yeah.
There's 4 above 5.
Yeah, so for row 4, 5 and 6 all completed.
Yeah.
Is
yeah.
that...
That's where I was
correct.
trying to get you, yeah.
Okay, and then I've got a 5, 9 pair, which I haven't resolved in column 2.
Correct, I agree with that.
And... okay. 6 I can place
in row 8.
In row 8, row 8, column 9. Yeah.
Oh, it
Doesn't
cleared
anything.
nothing away for me as well.
Yeah. We could get another 3 in the corner. that would be quite funny.
I think there's every chance. I suspect it's me if we're stuck at this point. Okay, I've got... Yeah, I don't know what this is doing. I've got an arrow circle in row 1, column 3. That, as far as I can see, is going to be 5, 7 or 8 at the moment. It's pointing into row 1, column 4. And then if it continues, it stays in the fog. And it must continue. It can't end in one cell there. So it must do at least 2 cells into the fog. So the first cell...
And neither of those can be a 1 or a 3.
Oh, that's clever.
So it's not 5. So 5 goes
Well, I
in
don't
row
know
1,
that it's
column
only a
2.
2-cell arrow. It could be a 3-cell arrow.
Yeah, but it can't add up to 5 even if it's
that's
just
true.
a 2-cell
So it's not
arrow.
5. Okay.
So
what were you doing with 5?
So I think I can place 5 in box 1, and that's going to give me a 9 at the bottom of the grid. Because I've got a 5 in row 4, column 1.
But could you not possibly have? Oh, you've filled in row 2, column 3 with something, haven't you?
A 1.
Oh, I didn't know that. Then row 2, column 4 is an 8. Sorry, I should have listened to your original 1, 2, 3 cage, which I think I've now found, or 1, 4, 2 or something.
Okay, yeah. So that's an 8, right? Okay. But so have you got the 5 now in box 1?
Yes.
And have you got the 9 in box 8?
Box 7, yeah, and box 8.
Yeah,
yes, okay, and box 9.
And box 9, thank you. I hadn't put it in, but I do see it now. Okay.
Okay, I've now got a 3-cell arrow in the fog.
From this one, from row 1, column 3.
Yeah, it's going to have to have a 1 in row 1, column 6. Seems to be the key deduction.
Well, that's going to reveal
Let me
something
just
to
check.
me as well.
Yes,
yes,
it must be. It must be.
Okay, so now that's revealed a 9 cage to me, which is going to force the 9 in column 7 to be in row 1.
Row 1, column 7's the 9. Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
There's a 3 by Sudoku in row 2, column 6.
Row 2, column 6 is a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's got a 5 on its right-hand side. And that 5 has got a 6 beneath it. And I've only got 1 fog cell left now. And I've got another 3 in the corner.
Sorry, where was your 5?
Row 2, column 7.
Okay, right, then...
With a 6 beneath it. And then, get ready.
Yeah. Well,
that's 3 in the corner.
I don't know how you've achieved that 3. Oh, yes, I do.
That's 3 in the spotlight. Still using its religion.
Proving its position.
Okay. So that seems to give me a few things.
9. Right, now you have a 7 in row 1, column 3. That's followed in row 1 by a 4 and a 2.
Okay, I will trust you on that.
Now I've finished rows 1 to 6 apart from 1 pair.
Okay, rows 1 to 6 apart. Oh my goodness. Okay, you've suddenly done things that I can't
maybe you can't
appreciate.
see them. I don't know.
Yeah, I've done box 7 now. Is that a useful thing to have done?
Yeah, I don't know how the 2-7 break or the 5-8.
There's a 4 in row 7, column 3.
I know that. It's the 2-7 and the 5-8 I need to know about.
With the 8, there's an 8 beneath that.
Right. Oh, yes, you did tell me about that cage. And you've dealt with the 2-7 in column 1, have you?
In column 1, yes, there's a 2 in row 7, column 1.
Yeah, sorry, I had the wherewithal to do that myself, and I hadn't spotted it.
So it might be finished now, I think, hopefully. 8, 7. I've got a finished grid.
I've got a solution is correct finished grid.
Yes, so have I. That was great.
That's brilliant. Isn't that clever?
It is. It's a very, very good experience, actually. I love that Riffclown.
Well, I've still got the experience of trying to cobble this video together from 2 streams. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, that's true. It could still never see the light of day.
Possible.
But anyway, I hope you all had a go. I hope you all found a friend to have a go at that with. Or I suppose, yeah. Could you do this with your, by yourself, sort of changing rooms or changing positions,
or
and having conversations with yourself?
I don't know that you'd have a lot of conversation.
No, I don't think that would be too good. But anyway, that was brilliant. Loved it. Let me know in the comments, or let us know in the comments how you got on. We enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind.
Well done, Riffclown.
We'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.